Well, hello everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. I have a quick Bible review for you today. This is a Bible that I've had on my shelf actually for a little while. Not quite sure what to do with it, but the story behind it, the reason I don't have it in its cover is because I found it at a used bookstore. It was literally brand new. It had never even been opened before. The ribbon was like folded over. You know, when you get a new Bible, it's in two different pages. And I picked it up and showed it to the guy and said, how much is this? And he said, $1. So I gave him $1 and took it home. So I got kind of lucky. But this is the ESV, English Standard Version, Personal Size Reference Bible by Crossway. Let's go over the dimensions real quick. It really is a great little Bible if you're looking for an everyday Bible and don't want to spend $1 million. I believe this goes for about $15 on Amazon. On Amazon. This is the True Tone in black. It has one ribbon. And on the spine really is pretty. Holy Bible ESV with the ESV logo, English Standard Version, made by Crossway. So let's take a look at the dimensions really quick. You're looking at them with me, 7.5 inches by about 5 inches and just over an inch and a quarter. Okay, so really is not a bad. I'm an adult male and that's my hand. So this is a great Bible you really could bring with you places, stick in your purse or in your backpack. You know, I haven't had any trouble with the True Tone leather. It's not quite as supple as, say, a goat skin is, of course, but the difference is $15 or $150. And so for $15, this is really a great Bible. I want to show you just for comparison. This is a Cambridge Clarion, and they're very similar in size. Okay, so just for reference, very, very, very similar. And I love this Clarion. And this is the ESV Thin Line. And I have a video on both of these. But just for reference, if you happen to have one of these handy and you want to know what the size kind of differences are. So let's take a look inside it. It's a basic Bible, and but it's a really nice little Bible. You of course have your title page, Holy Bible, English Standard Version, containing the Old and New Testaments. It does give you a link, esvbible.org. You know, this website's a great website. Go to it, check it out. It'll tell you all about the ESV. This is the 2007 text edition. For those of you that might ask, and it was printed in China. You have, of course, the table of contents. And a little preface to the Bible. The ESV is really good at doing this, about kind of giving you an idea of what's in the Bible, what features it has. You get your regular table of contents, which is the 66 books in the canonical order, and then alphabetical order by page. I've never used this before, but but I guess it's good to know. You could memorize them in alphabetical order if you wanted. Tells you a little bit about the translation philosophy, and I think that's good stuff to know. You should read through this at least once. If you have a bunch of Bibles, you don't have to read through it every time. But ESV is really good about telling you about how they translated it and why. This is the English Standard Version is an essentially literal translation of the Bible. And I do have a video that talks a little bit about different translations. And I really like the ESV. And it gives you some of the features. This is a cool little feature that I noticed, and I'll show you. But it gives you a little it's not very big, but a little introduction to each book of the Bible. And then, of course, it does have some cross references. So let's get into it. It is not, as you can see, a lay flat right out of the box. Once it gets worked in, I really don't think that I'd have a problem with it, because I haven't in the past with the True Tone Bibles that I have. But it's gonna take some use. So the font is really readable. I think it is. I really actually like it. It's on the smaller side. The ESV website says it's 7.5. And if that's what it says, that's the truth. But it looks to me a little bit smaller than that. Now, that being said, I don't have a problem reading it. I happen to have good reading vision. As I've mentioned before, my color vision is broken. My seeing vision is really, really good. So I don't have trouble with it. The references are in the center margin. Your cross references, and those are pretty small. I mean, they're always pretty small. And now, at least, ESV puts them here. But in this is a nice single column. So if you're a single column person, this might be the Bible that you want. I have a lot of friends that love single column, not double column. And this Bible really is nice the way that it's laid out. So let's find, let's just go to the beginning of Matthew. Oh, Malachi, that'll work. So it gives you this little synopsis. It's not a lot, but you know, there's some good information in there, and it's good to get a little bit of an introduction on the book that you're reading before you read it, or as you're reading it to reference back to. So it's nice that it gives you this. Not every Bible does. Let's take a look. I always do this. Not that it matters. Some Bibles do this and some Bibles don't. Let's do a check on a couple of them and see if they each start on a new page. It's hard to do on a brand new Bible. Oh, it's sticky. Yep. So it looks like each, and that's not a thing for everybody. For me, it's a thing. I like when the new book starts on a new page. You do get a presentation page. I forgot to mention this. There's a couple of white pages at the beginning that I suppose you could write some notes on. It is just a standard paste down liner. So if you're too hard on it, it's going to come up. But you get a couple of pages at the beginning and a nice presentation page. And really, that's about it. Of course, there's footnotes. If you ever buy a Bible that doesn't have footnotes in it, should raise up some red flags because they should have a few footnotes, at least here and there. There is a small concordance. And these are helpful, but they're not exhausted by any stretch of the imagination. And that's it. So this is a real simple, plain, kind of text-only Bible. There is no maps or anything. You get a couple of white pages in the back. But it's a really nice Bible. For what you're paying for it, again, I looked it up on Amazon. I'll leave a link down there. It's about $15 for the True Tone version. And this is a small Bible you can keep in your car. You can use everyday use. Again, if you like single column, there's not tons and tons of room to write in the margins if you're a writer, but you could highlight in this just fine. And with the way that it's laid out, let's go to a non-poetic section. You know, there's little spots you could write here and there if that's your thing. But be aware that the margins are not huge. This is designed, my guess is for size, just a little personal size Bible. Hope this has helped you out if you're looking for something like this. Again, this is the ESV Personal Size Reference Bible by Crossway in True Tone. Hope you guys have a great day.